course it's not true. But this article says that our agency records are referenced by an anonymous source. How could this have happened?
I don't know how it happened. There's only one person on my staff that has access to change those records. And I believe her when she said she had nothing to do with it.
I've been investigating this, and it looks like an inside job. Let me walk you through what I think happened.
Good morning, Connie.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How's your weekend?
Had a great weekend. How about you?
Oh, a little bit too exciting.
Oh, yeah?
I helped a friend move, and his truck broke down.
You're kidding.
What a mess.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, listen, we've got that training today. We got to figure out what to do about coverage while we're away. Why don't you grab a donut, get your coffee, and let's go in the office. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I talked to administration yesterday about trying to get some coverage for us today. They're sending Judy to help us out.
Oh.
Yeah. So listen, is there anything we absolutely have to have done before we get back?
Well, I have some health forms that have to be entered in today, and that's easy. She just needs, you know, the ID, the social security number, name, that sort of stuff, and she can handle that, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So you can show Judy how to sign on and do what she has to do?
Sure, I'll give her my password.
Great. Gary, anything you need to get done?
Nope. I'm all set.
Okay, good. Hey, listen, I have to tell you something. Today is Judy's last day with the agency.
Kidding.
Yeah. I've been told because she's unhappy about being passed over for promotion. I've also heard it's because she's late all the time. So I think we better plan for her to be late again today. So maybe we should come up with something in case she is.
Well, we should stay as long as we can, but if she is late, we can just kind of write her a note and leave her a note for that, and then prop the door open, and, you know, she can do what she has to do.
Okay. Can you take care of that?
Sure.
Good. Okay.
Judy, thanks for covering for us. We waited as long as we could, but had to leave. Please enter health forms onto the system. Forms, file names, and password are on my desk. Yeah, it's just like them to leave me their work. Password is Connie? Oh, that's clever. Like I couldn't have figured out that one. Well, what do we have here? I didn't know you had access to executives' records. So you think you're too good to wait for me, Connie? Well, it's payback time. I'm going to help you update your files. That's good. But I should share it with someone. Onto the web. Yes. News desk at Daily Exposure. Subject: high-ranking official fails drug test. That's good. Send. I can just see it now. Sir, can you tell me why you failed the drug test? Is it true you have long-term use of recreational drugs? That's good. Oh, Chad left his machine on. Good. Ooh. Making a career change, Chad? Very interesting. Well, let me help you burn some bridges. Headhunters are us. Subject: accepted. Other offer. Dear Sir, I've accepted a more generous offer from another firm. And quite frankly, I wasn't that impressed with your organization. Have a nice day. Chad. There you go, Chad. Send that right off. Oh, I wouldn't want to leave this without a password protection. Why don't I just give you a little password here, Chad? There you go. All set. Health forms done. Chad, Connie, and Gary finished work, waited as long as I could, but had to leave. Hope you learned a lot at your training. Judy.
I realize that his staff didn't intend for this to happen, but it did, and they need to fix it. I want to make absolutely certain that this doesn't occur again. Can we prosecute?
Well, the state police are investigating this. They've asked for copies of our audit trails and logs. You know, the machines down there were pretty messed up. A password was changed, files were altered. Some of our staff couldn't even sign on. It's rare that such a series of small incidents would come together in such a big way. When little things like this happen, like a password being left in plain view or a machine left on and unattended, we might not even notice. Put all this together and we can have a serious breach of security. I fixed the damage. But I think this reinforces my earlier recommendation that all employees need information security training. Unless everyone knows his or her own responsibility, information security is going to continue to be a problem.
I agree. We need to take a look at the total picture and look at it now. Assemble a team to address the most critical issues and review our policies. Bring in one person from each program so that we can deal with this on an agency-wide basis. And come up with a plan that we can discuss at our next executive staff meeting.
I'll get right on it.
Use a strong password. It should be easy for you to remember, but long enough and complex enough to be hard to guess or crack. Use a mix of letters and numbers or special characters. One way to create a password you can remember is to use the first letter of each word in a phrase or sentence. Don't store passwords on your computer or use them in automatic logons. Don't share your password with anyone and don't write it down. If you think your password has been compromised, change it. Don't leave your PC logged on, unattended, and unprotected. Be familiar with and follow information security policies and procedures. They exist to protect us all. Insiders as well as outsiders can compromise your computer systems. Unfortunately, disgruntled employees as well as well-intentioned, uneducated helpers can be destructive. Information should be accessible only by people who have legitimate job-related uses for it. We are all responsible for the confidentiality and protection of the information that is at the core of our business. Contact your information security officer immediately when any breach of security or theft has occurred. We must all do our part to ensure good security. Follow procedures and don't be afraid to ask questions. Remember, it's your responsibility.